welcome to our yoga workout for the day. Bring those feet hip width apart. Hands at heart center in Anjali Mudra. Take a nice big inhale, reaching to that ceiling. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, lift, and exhale. Let's do one more. Draw circles with that nose. Switch direction with your circles. And bring that head back to center. Inhale, gaze skyward, keeping palms together. Exhale, swan dive to your forward fold. Grab those elbows and turn one elbow away from you, one towards you. Switch those elbows around. Bring them back to neutral. Place the hands on your shins, finding your flat back. Return to your forward fold. Slowly come on up one vertebrae at a time. Roll those shoulders down, interlace fingers. Push the hands down towards the mat, finding your chest expansion. Bring both hands to the waist on one side, dropping ear to shoulder. Turn your head towards the ceiling. Return your ear to shoulder and turn that head towards the floor. Return your ear to shoulder, lift up that head. Bring those hands to the waist on the other side, dropping ear to shoulder. Turn your head towards the ceiling. Return your ear to shoulder and turn that head towards the floor. Return your ear to shoulder, lift up that head. Bring it back to your chest expansion and then bring it to a forward fold. If you have shoulder issues, keep those hands on your lower back, but if you don't, lift up those arms. Let those hands float to the mat and come on up. Take a nice big inhale, reaching to that ceiling. Exhale, hands to heart center. Take a wide stance with those legs, turn those toes out. Inhale, lift, exhale, scoop. Inhale and exhale, lift and scoop. Lift and hold, interlace fingers, point those first two and push those steeple fingers skyward. Lean to one side. Back to center, reach and lean to the other side. Back to center, reach and lean back slightly. Back to center, reach to where the ceiling meets the wall. Let those hands float down and reach through those legs. Bring both hands to one leg. Bring both hands to the other leg. Back to the center. Rotate over towards that left foot, finding your runner's lunge. Drop the right knee onto the mat and come on up, finding your low crescent lunge. You can either stay here or lift the knee off the mat. Return those hands to the mat. If that knee is on the mat, lift it up, finding your runner's lunge. Take your front foot and send it up to the ceiling in a three-legged dog. Bend that knee, turning it towards the ceiling, pulling that heel towards the opposite shoulder. Straighten that leg and return that foot to the mat, finding your down dog. Keep a little bend in those knees. If that makes your lower back happier, pushing hips to the ceiling, stretching out your spine. Inhale, come forward to a plank, dropping to your knees if you choose. And as you exhale, come all the way down on that mat. Bring those arms by your lowest ribs, elbows face the ceiling. Press yourself up to cobra or up to up dog. Turn the toes under, press those hips back to down dog. Take that left foot, bring it forward, finding your runner's lunge. Angle that back foot for a heel to arch alignment and press yourself up to your warrior two. Gazing out over those left fingers. Inhale, reach up to that ceiling, palms touch. Exhale, hands to heart center. Turn those feet towards the sides of that mat, toes face forward. Inhale, reach. Exhale, swan dive to a forward fold. Walk those hands over to that right foot, finding a runner's lunge. Drop the knee onto the mat. Come on up to your low crescent lunge. Either stay here or lift the knee, finding a high crescent lunge. Let those hands float to the mat. If the knee is on the mat, lift it up. Take that front foot, send it up to the ceiling in a three-legged dog. Bend your knee and turn it, opening up that hip. Straighten that leg and return that foot to the mat. Inhale, come forward to a plank. Again, dropping to those knees if you choose. As you exhale, lower, and then bring it to cobra or up to up dog. Turn those toes under and bring it to your down dog. Take that right foot and bring it forward, finding your runner's lunge. Angle that back foot for a heel to arch alignment and bring yourself up to warrior two on the other side. Inhale, reach up to that ceiling, palms touch. Exhale, hands to heart center. Turn those toes towards the sides of that mat. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, swan dive to your forward fold. Bring your hands over to one leg. Doesn't matter which one. Walk the hands over towards the opposite leg. Back to the center. Walk those hands back to that left foot, finding your runner's lunge once more. Take that front foot, send it up to the ceiling in a three-legged dog. This time just push those toes up to the ceiling, stretching out that spine, that leg, and let that foot float to the mat. Inhale, come forward to a plank, and as you exhale, come all the way down on that mat. Bring those arms by your side, palms face the ceiling. Roll those shoulders back, lifting that heart center, pressing those triceps up to the ceiling. And if you choose, lift up those legs. So you're squeezing shoulder blades towards each other, pressing triceps skyward, lifting that heart center. Return those hands to the mat right by your lowest ribs. Press yourself up to cobra or up dog. Turn those toes under and bring it to your down dog. And this time gently pedal your feet. Stop the pedaling. Take that left foot, bring it forward, finding your runner's lunge. Angle your back foot for a heel to arch alignment and return to your warrior two. As you exhale, find your reverse warrior. Remember to push through those fingers to the wall behind you, and that hand on your leg creeps down just a little more with each exhale. Very microscopic movements that only you are aware of. Return to your warrior two. Let's find our side angle. So rest that forearm on your thigh. Bring the other arm up and over, reaching through those fingers, feeling a stretch in that entire side body from the heel all the way through the tips of those fingers. If you would like to add some core work, lift up that arm. Return to your warrior two. Straighten that front leg. Reach beyond that foot and bring the back of your hand somewhere against that leg. Your gaze can be forward or that head can be turned towards the ceiling, finding your triangle. As you exhale, come on up and find your reverse triangle. And then return to your warrior two. Let those hands float behind your back, and with that left thumb and forefinger first, interlace your fingers, roll those shoulders down, pressing those hands towards the mat, finding a chest expansion. And then bring that upper body forward to the inside of that front thigh, lifting arms again, only if it's okay with your shoulders. If it's not, keep those hands on your lower back. Finding your fallen warrior. Let those hands float to the mat and return to your wide leg forward fold. Just taking a few moments to let that head hang. And then walk those hands over to the opposite foot, finding your runner's lunge on the other side. Angle that foot for a heel to arch alignment and bring yourself up to your warrior two. As you exhale, find your reverse warrior. Again, reaching through fingers, letting the hand that's on the leg creep down just a little more with each exhale. Return to your warrior two and find your side angle. Reaching through those fingers, stretching out that side body. And if you'd like, lift that arm for some core work. Return to your warrior two. Straighten that front leg. Inhale, reach. Exhale, find your triangle. Back of the hand against the leg. Maybe turning that gaze skyward. Come on up and find your reverse triangle. Return to your warrior two. Let those hands float down with that left thumb and forefinger first. Interlace fingers, finding a chest expansion. Bring that upper body forward to the inside of that front leg. Lifting arms, only if it's okay with your shoulders. Let those hands float to that mat. And return to that runner's lunge. Take that front foot, bring it back, finding your down dog. Inhale, come forward to a plank. Drop to those knees. Walk those hands back so hands are under shoulders, knees under hips. And bring it to a flow between your cat and cow pose. So when you bring it to cat, belly buttons pull to your spine, chin to your chest. And then as you inhale, find your cow pose, lifting your heart center, lifting your tail, that belly spills towards the mat. Exhale, curl. Inhale, lift. Exhale, curl. Lift. And curl. And let's do one more. And bring everything back to neutral. Let's come up on those knees. We're going to find our camel pose. So you can flex the feet or keep the shoelace part of your feet on that mat. We're going to make two gentle fists. Roll the shoulders back, placing fists on your hips, lifting that heart center. And you can stay right here, or you can walk those hands down your legs, maybe bringing them to those heels. Drawing shoulder blades towards each other. If the hands are not on those hips, bring them back there. Inhale, reach up to that ceiling. Exhale, hands to heart center. Let's come back onto all fours and take a few breaths flowing between cow and cat. Inhaling and exhaling. And bring everything back to neutral. Let's extend that left leg and get your balance. Extend your right arm and reach through those fingers. Reach through that heel. Return both to the mat and switch sides. Extending opposite arm and leg. Reaching through heel and fingers. Finding your songbird or spinal balance pose. Return both to the mat. Let's walk the hands forward. Turn the toes under. Return to your down dog. Gently pedal those feet. Stop the pedaling. Inhale, come forward to a plank, and this time come all the way down on that mat. Bend those knees, bring the hands to the front, and you can rest chin or forehead on those hands. Windshield wiper those feet side to side. Bring them back to neutral. Take those hands and reach back, grasping feet. And remember, it's easier to grab the feet if you walk the knees out to the sides of your mat, grab the feet, and then walk them back in. You can stay right here, or you can roll those shoulders back, lift those thighs off that mat, and lift that heart center. And relax. Bring those hands by your lowest ribs. Press yourself back to your extended child pose. Letting those hips rest on your heels. Letting that head drop between those arms. Walk those hands left. And take that right hand, place it on top of the left one. Back to the center, walk the hands right. Take that left hand, place it on top of the right one. And walk them back to center. Let's cross one ankle over the other, sit back over those feet, and extend those legs straight out. Take a nice inhale, reaching to that ceiling. Exhale to a seated forward fold. Come on back up. Let's take that left foot, place the sole of the foot against your inner thigh. Take a nice inhale, exhale, come on down over your extended leg, gazing at your knee. Janu Sirsasana. Come on back up, extend that leg out, bring the other foot in, and find Janu Sirsasana on the opposite side. Come on back up and extend that leg. Let's bring it to a seated twist. So we're going to take that right leg, cross it over the left, and give that leg a hug. You can stay just like this, or if you choose, you could bring that foot of the extended leg in, and then take that right arm, bring it to the mat behind you. So you're turning and gazing out over that shoulder. Release, turn back towards the front, extend those legs. Bring it to a seated forward fold. And come on back up. Let's take that left leg, cross it over the right, give it a hug. If you choose, bend the leg of the extended leg and bring that hand to the mat behind you. Turn back towards the front, extend those legs. One more seated forward fold. And come on back up. Let's come on all the way down on that mat. Place those feet flat on that mat, hip width apart. Lift up your hips. Now your arms can be by your side with fingertips facing the ceiling, or you can interlace fingers under your hips and walk those shoulders into the center line of your body. So either way, you're pressing triceps into that mat, lifting your heart center. Remember to keep the pose out of your lower back. Lower back is loose. Triceps are engaged, pressing into that mat, expanding that heart center. Release those hands and lower those hips. Bring those knees into your chest. Extend the arms out from your shoulders in a T and drop both legs over to one side. Ideally, you want those legs stacked, one on top of the other, one foot on top of the other. And just take some nice deep breaths. Lift up one leg, then the other, bring them back to center, and drop both feet to the opposite side. And bring those legs back to center. Extend those legs out on that mat, arms overhead. Take a nice full body stretch and relax. Walk those feet to the right, bring the arms to the right, making a C curve right, and then take that left ankle, cross it over the right one, And if you'd like a deeper stretch, with that right hand, gently grasp that left. Again, stretching out your side body. Release the hand, uncross the leg, and bring everything back to the center. Inhale, and as you exhale, take a nice full body stretch and relax. And then walk feet and hands to the opposite side, making a C curve left. Take that right ankle, cross it over the left one. And if you choose, with that left hand, gently grasp that right. Bring everything back to the center. Bring those legs back into your chest. Place your hands on your knees. Bring them into your chest, out to opposite sides, around and back to center. And relax. Roll over to your favorite side. Pause, take a breath, and then use that free hand to press yourself up to a comfortable sitting position. Inhale, reach up to that ceiling. Exhale, hands to heart center. And namaste. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you for doing yoga with me.